He is located in the Solitude Inn in King's Skeever. I've also joined the Dawn Guard and the Companions. About to join the Dark Brotherhood. So let me just explain what all happened. So, I just went around, killing some stuff, got to level 17, upgraded my stats and stuff. So I'm going to start this off with another easy leveling technique. Conjuration spells. So you can take the conjuration spells, whether it's Conjure Familiar, or Flame Axe Max, or any of the other Axe Max, or Raise Zombie, or whatever, and you can just, if you attack it, like so, it will strengthen and level up your one-handed, or two-handed, or archery, or whatever you're attacking it with. It also levels up your conjuration, obviously. So, while I run Dawn Guard, it's a level-based, event. So once you reach level 9 or 10, if you go into a city, one of the Dawn Guard will meet you, or be in there, and he'll walk up and talk to you, and he'll be like, "Oh, you should join the Dawn Guard." For me, it was an orc, and I just walked into one of them. Or if no one comes to meet you, you'll start hearing guards talk about it, like, "Oh, I hear they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something." Yeah, and then that starts the quest. And what I usually do is just take the carriage to Riften if you haven't already, discovered the location. And then you just head south over here to Fort Dawn Guard. And you don't have to join to get some of the weapons and armor. I'm not a full-fledged member yet. I haven't even finished the first quest they give you, which I will be doing in this video. But, you can get the thing in my hand. It's a Dawn Guard War Axe. You can get crossbows, which are some of the best bows you can get in the game, damage-wise. Just starting off, I think they start off at 39 damage, which is really good. It's better than an upgraded Elven to superior status. I killed those giants and didn't get flown into the air. That was fun. There we go. And then I did that for about half an hour, and I went from one-handed level 27 to one-handed level 47, just because I was trying to get that decapitation perk. And for those of you who haven't played this much or before, yes, there is decapitation perks. You can get it with one-handed and two-handed weapons. It's to be level 50 in one-handed. I'm actually not sure what you need two-handed, but it's the third perk on the left. And it only adds a decapitation chance to power attacks, so always use power attack. And in two-handed, I think it's also the same area. No. Opposite. Yeah, so third perk on the right, so on the left. You can decapitate people. Doesn't always happen, but it's a fun little animation, especially once you join the Dark Brotherhood and assassinate people. This one time I was in Dawnstar, I believe, and I just ran up and power attacked and decapitated this chick and ran away, and no one even knew what the fuck happened. So that was fun. And I joined the Companions. That's really easy. You just go to Jorvasker. You go into the basement. And you talk to, not Yorland, but some Greymane dude, I forget his name. And they give you a quest. You go and fight Farkas, and then they're like, "Oh, okay, you're strong enough, you can join us." And they give you the quest. Mine was go kill some vampires in a cave. There's literally only 2 vampires. Sometimes it's go to someone's house, an animal got in, just go kill the animal, come back. believe once you finish 2 or 3 quests, they send you on a quest with Farkas to retrieve a fragment of the wolf that you guys get attacked by Silverhand, and he wolfs out into his werewolfiness and kills them all. Then after you complete that quest, you go back to Jorvaskr, and all of the prominent members, the hierarchy of the companions, are standing around in a circle, and they are like, oh yeah, I would guard this guy with my life. He's pretty cool. Let's go get a drink sometime. Not really, but you get the point. And then you wait till midnight, and there's this thing called the Underforge, which is literally right under the Skyforge. You'll see this like black outline in the rock. You just want to wait there till around midnight, and then Skior will walk up, and you're like, alright, let's do this. And then you go inside, and a Yella is in her werewolf form, and he cuts her wrist, and he fills this little, like, giant bowl. That's a little.
Pray to God. Do I get
And,
to keep it? Just
like,
kidding.
You drink it, and you become a werewolf, which, that's what I always do. I'm always a werewolf. You can also be a regular vampire, or with the Dawnguard DLC, you can be a vampire lord, which it kind of looks like a gargoyle, which I'm going to be doing some Dawnguard quests here. And explain the companion ones.
Lead on.
Drop some stuff. So yeah, I'm not gonna go into like super long detail of what happened, just basic explanations. So, Unbound. So that's the first mission. That's you getting out of Helgen. Arms. That is after you fight Farkas and you join the companions. You follow him. You give Aela her shield. You give Lucas his sword, and then yeah, you're in Skyrim. Yeah, that's just going and killing someone. Yeah, that's becoming a werewolf quest. That's the Dawnguard one, where, you know, a dude walks up and it starts it, and then you go speak with the leader. That's another just Radiant quest for companions. Silverhand, that's after you wolf out the first time, you'll wake up in front of this, like, fort, and Aela will be like, oh, we planned a party for you, bro. And then you go kill a bunch of Silverhand. That's after you get out of Helgen, and you go, whether you choose Rayloff or the Imperial guy, you know, you talk to their families, and then you have to go to Whiterun. You talk to the Jarl, he gives you gotta go to Bleak Falls Barrow, which is right across the river from Riverwood. And then that's the Golden Claw quest as well. And, yeah, once you clear that out, you go back to Riverwood, give them the claw to the traders, and then you go back to Whiterun and give the Dragonstone, which is the item you're in there for, to Farengar something. And then after you do that, a dragon attacks near Whiterun, and that's how you get your Dragonborn powers, is you just kill that dragon and then you absorb its soul, and you're all like, shout now. And then, yeah. Another, like, kind of cheat thing is for when you're a werewolf, which always be great. Other than the first time I wolfed out, which is, you don't really have a choice, the second time I turned, I completely maxed out my werewolf. I've got every perk here. And how that happened was, I was in Riften, and I accidentally killed a guy when I was doing my one-handed training by killing my Atronax. Which, that's also a thing for... Ooh. Werewolf versus dragon, that's pretty fun. Yeah, I accidentally killed a guy, so guards were on me, and I got imprisoned, and then I was just playing with magic, and this guard started killing me, and, like, came in, so I just grabbed all my shit, ran out, wolfed out, and And so I just started going around the countryside, killing stuff. And the first perk I would go for is the area where you can just people. You can eat any animal. Look at that. 3 hits and I killed a freaking dragon. Yeah, once your werewolf is maxed out, it is a great... Can I have both the souls of werewolf? Nice! That's tight. So nice. Right, buddy? I can't unlock a new shop yet. Shit. Yeah. There's perks. When you howl, it will attract ice wolves or other werewolves, and they will help you fight. And then you can just kill those, and you can eat them, and it advances your bloodlust and werewolf perks. I'm coming back for that dragon. I'm just gonna go see if there's any people in that fort I can kill. Another thing, there is a perk for the 100 plus health and stamina. Get that, like, as soon as possible. And that's the same branch as other stuff. Ooh, giant. What's up, bitch? He's too powerful? Yeah, there's a perk that your sword will scare away higher. Apparently giants are one of those creatures. So yeah, I suppose it extends your bloodlust. Other animals can give you 50% plus time instead of the full, amount you would get for eating a human body. But still good. With that 100 plus stamina, especially as your character gets stronger, you can run for a really, really long time. Like, once I am a higher level, I'm gonna try to see if I can run over the entire Skyrim map without having to stop. That's might not work, but hey, I'm gonna try. Alright, let's see if anyone's in here. Yeah, bandito. I'm gonna de-wolfify. And actually, depending on how many people you eat, like if you fully upgrade in one swing like I was, you can stay a werewolf. I waited for 24 hours, and I'm still a werewolf. It took like another 2 hours for me to go back to being a werewolf. So, being a werewolf is really great. That's all I did between my last video and now, as I was gathering strength. Oh, that's good. I didn't want to. And then I would suggest buying a horse at Whiterun, just because it helps, especially when I'm not making the videos, I don't fast travel. I just run across the wilds on my horse, and that's a really good way to discover locations and fight different monsters, get some nice items, because sometimes you'll be attacked by thieves or bandits, and they'll always have some gold, or a nice piece of armor, or a good weapon that you can sell. It's just nice to be able to get some money from not really doing anything. I actually found this one place. I always thought there was just ancient Nord weapons, and like you see Draugr in armor. But my follower Belrand, I actually killed this one guy who was like running this guild of spell swords, which is what I am. You got your spell in one hand and a one-handed weapon in the other. And I killed him, and he was actually wearing an ancient Nord chestplate. And I just thought that was really neat. I have never, in my entire Skyrim career, seen ancient Nord armor that you could actually wear. So I was... What the hell did I just launch? But, yeah. There's there's some cool shit in this game. And I'm gonna be doing detailed videos on all the quest lines, like Dawn Guard, which I'm gonna be doing in this video, and some Thieves Guild stuff. I would do more Thieves Guild stuff now, but like I said, I killed the guy in Griffin. Before I turned wolf. You can't get charged with killing people since you implement their government system on you. So I have like a 2,000 bounty in Riften still, so I can't go back there for a little while. So I'll be doing the Thieves Guild stuff in later. Archery, just to level it up. I only use them when I have to, like this situation where I have for a while. And then, as you do the Dawn Guard questline, you will unlock a Dwarven crossbow, and Dwarven crossbow bolts, which do more damage than the steel and base crossbow. And eventually, you actually get these quests
just kidding.
To go into Dwarven ruins, and you find these like plans, and you can get bolts that explode. Like they'll explode in a ball of fire or ice or the electricity effect, shock, I guess is what they call it in here. And it's just really useful, especially for, you know, if there's like a couple of bandits sitting around the fire, you just shoot the fire with like a firebolt, and it explodes and it damages them all, instead of just, you know, shooting one and then have the other ones come running at you. It's just useful little trick there. And that's why I'm so overweight. I'm just holding a bunch of... Ooh, that's a good quest to do. I'm gonna go do that first, actually. So Merida's Beacon... I believe it is level dependent to find this, but it will be a random spawn in chests, so always check chests. And Mount Kilcreath is over here, I believe, in the Rift. The Reach. And then, so this is a good view of what's in this area. When I was a wolf, I just ran through here killing all the people so I could, you know, level up. This is pretty much all that's here in this area. Most of it, anyway. But if you look right here, I noticed this yesterday. I thought that I had gotten everything in this area, but I've noticed that one of these mountain ranges here... oh, it's right here, I think. It looks like dragon heads. Yeah, this one. See how it looks like a dragon head? So I think there's something in there that is dragon-related. Like there's that... I don't watch that. I don't know, there's stuff over here. Good stuff. I believe South Fringe Sanctum is where it was. You can get that ancient Nordic armor from the guy. I have to go back and clear these out, because I killed all of the people, but I was a werewolf, so I couldn't open any of the chests. So there's just shit ton of, like, loot-full chests that I have yet to claim. Put that quest on. The break of dawn. So what you do is you go... Oh, that's by Solitude, okay. You go to this temple, and it is a temple, and you go in and you fight corrupted shades, which are like skeletons, but they're black and they like float. And you just kill a bunch of those skeletons, and you go through the dungeon, and you eventually fight this mage, and has very powerful ice magic. So be wary of that. After you kill all of the monsters and stuff, you get this really awesome sword, one of my favorite in the game. It's called Dawnbreaker, I believe. And it's a glowing, like, white sword, and it does I don't know if it's double damage or just more damage against the undead of any form. I believe it's just more damage, not double. But anyway, it is a very powerful weapon, very useful, especially if you're one of those people who likes to go hunt vampires, or, you know, go kill
The
Nordic ruins and fight fog or whatever. Which, I don't really know people who just like to go kill Draugr or whatever for fun. I just go clear those things out for the sheer fact that I'm trying to beat the game. Where's my horse? And any of you guys who are playing on PS4, the mods aren't great, as I'm sure you would have figured out by now. I'm not sure what's going on with Xbox, but I'm sure they have better mods, since it's a freaking computer-based company. But I'm sure they'll give us some better mods eventually. Oh, that's another thing. One of my many glitches I know. Mountain hopping or whatever, climbing. Depending on how, like, the rocks are sloped, you can walk up them or jump. Like, if you find somewhere you can, like, walk a little, you can just jump up, and it helps you climb. I've climbed over entire mountain ridges before. It's just really helpful, and it speeds up travel if you're like me and don't like to fast travel, because it kind of takes away from the fun. You know, you're supposed to go encounter random stuff and find cool dungeons that you want to go in. But yeah, it's just a little trick. And you actually run faster with your weapon's sheath. Another fun fact, I guess. And as always, especially if you are just running along the roads, there are random spawn bandits and stuff and higher level monsters. So just always make sure you're looking ahead of you if you're a lower level. That way you can surprise attack them before they do it to you. Damn. Your horses do regenerate health, but they can die, depending on how fast they're hit. Oh, see, some shit's going down. Vampires. I'll save you, random lady. The Dawnguard actually do additional... Oh, wait. Oh no, he's a vampire hunter. Sorry, bro. Die. Sorry, I was hitting you, bro. Always take the vampire dust. It's a good enchantment. It's an invisibility and movement, so that's always useful. You can find a few more to make invisibility potions. Always are useful. Okay, they're up there. Yeah, it's always good to have the Dawnguard stuff, especially since the special edition includes the Dawnguard DLC. Vampires are a real nuisance. Like, they are really freaking annoying. And it's good that this does extra damage, especially if you're fighting a group of master vampires. That's only happened to me like twice, but sometimes you are attacked by a group of like 3 or 4 master vampires and they all have like death hounds. That's a tough fight, but the rewards are pretty good. Vampires usually have some good shit on them. I'm not gonna get to kill that vampire. Funny that wolves and werewolves will attack you when you're in your human form, even though you are a werewolf, but they won't attack you if you're in your werewolf form. That, I mean, it makes sense, but at the same time, it's like, I'm still a werewolf, why are you attacking me? Like, because guards will comment, is that fur coming out of your ears? Or, have you been tending to your hounds? You smell like a wet dog. Or like if you're a vampire, which I've also been, it's just not nearly as fun.
Be careful.
It'll be like, you know, oh, you look really pale. Are your teeth pointed? And other weird shit. Kind of makes me think that some of those guards are into bestiality. I don't know why. That makes me think that, but... And then in in every major city, if you go into the inn, there's a follower you can either hire, or, like in a Whiterun, if you go into the tavern, there's Uthgerd the Unbroken, and you get in a fist fight with her, and if you win, she's like, okay, I'll follow you. Weezen's cool now, bro. But, I would not suggest getting her. I would suggest hiring Belrand, just because he is a spell sword, and it's useful. He conjures a familiar, and he can heal himself, so it's not like, you know, one of the two-handed weapons users. Okay, I'm gonna go run at this dragon and hit it with my sword.
Last mistake.
It's more like, oops, I'm low on health. Step back. I don't really know why I just randomly attacked that guy. Guess I just felt like it. Maybe I'm just a dick. The world may never know. Ooh, fancy looking sheep.
Look at my temple lying in ruins. So much for the constancy of mortals, their crafts and their hearts. If they love me not, how can my love reach them?
So once you get the beacon, you just put it here, and it starts floating. And you fly up, and it's like, holy shit! Whee! But like I said, there may not be wheels.
It is time for my splendor to return to Skyrim.
This is actually a really good chance to scout the area and check what's going on. And turn the volume up on this real quick. Yeah, it gives you the layout of the land.
Shrine with vile corruptions, trapping lost souls left in the wake of this war to do his bidding. Worse still, he uses the power stored within my own token to fuel his foul deeds. I have brought you here, mortal, to be my champion. You will enter my temple, retrieve my artifact, and destroy the Defiler.
Tell me more about this artifact. It's just a sword.
Of course
It's a cool sword, but you just say I do it. The way she isn't like, bitch, please, you're doing this.
Go now.
Because that's basically what she says.
Or,
I don't know if she, Daedric princes, I don't really think have a gender. They do it. You can actually walk around if you cool. I believe there's I will spawn like really strong monsters for you to fight, and oh, I'm falling. Splat. That's how that go. So yeah. That starts sending that beam of light through the temple, and I'll explain what happens. I believe you can actually just glitch this to where you don't have to go through everything. If you just go over there, you can go farther into the dungeon, but you have to start over here to clear it properly. This is also a really good dungeon to earn money. Almost every body has, like this one has 80, that one has 75. There's always gold on these bodies. There's so much gold in this particular dungeon, it's kind of ridiculous. But really awesome at the same time. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna use sparks.
It's strange
Fellow
that some of my own ancestors
magic user.
might be buried in
Dungeon. So yeah, there's just like black haze throughout all of it. I don't know, there's a chest in there. And once you clear it out, the haze goes away, and Merida's like, oh, yeah, thanks, bro, you cleared this shit out. Real good. That's another thing with, you know, the perk leveling. It's okay to break a few lockpicks, and I'll do it on purpose. Just because it still levels you up a little. Huh. That wasn't kind of worth it. I'm actually gonna use my bow. Now crossbows, you can still like snipe people, but they're louder than regular bows. Which is, it has its good and its bad. Because it does more damage and has bullets, but doesn't always allow for your stealthy type player. Which, yeah, that's another thing I'm not sure if I said before. If you just constantly sneak through dungeons, it will level up your sneaking. These piles of food. Damn it, Owen. Okay, that's the problem with Skyrim. Sometimes now they'll either just have their weapons that they were using, or they'll have bone meal. Some of them have gold with them. It just kind of depends on the random spawn chances. Which is a big part of the game. Do that. Don't step into the beam. I'll show you why. It damages your health and drains your magicka. Especially if you're playing as a magic user, be wary of that indeed. And if you can trick, like I said, there is a mage at the end of this that's pretty strong. You can trick him into walking into that. It's useful. Okay, I'm not sure what to do. This is a fairly linear dungeon, but there are, you gotta look around sometimes. Yeah, he will always, once battle starts, he will always summon his familiar. Which, it doesn't do a ton of damage, but it's definitely useful. Kind of confuses your enemies. Because then they're, you know, they're like, oh, if I attack this guy who's right in front of me, or that guy who's sniping me with a bow. Yeah, he's probably the best follower that you can just straight hire. I am going to switch him out for Serana, which she is, it's the first quest you meet her, like, for the Dawn Guard, I mean. First Dawn Guard quest you meet her. You have to, no, I'll show you later, never mind. This one probably is going to be an hour-plus video. Just cause if I'm gonna clear this one out and then go clear out that cave. That cave takes a little while for the Dawn Guard quest I was talking about.
Plunder these ruins at your peril, friend.
Okay, forgot. Running doesn't work the same as it thought before. That's all it was playing before this came out. Come on, come on. There you go. Another useful trick I know, if you're overweight and you have like a bow on you, draw it and you'll actually move faster than when you're overweight. What do we hit there? The trick is to locks though, especially with the higher level ones, go really slow. This one's just an adept. I wasn't trying very hard. But if you are like low on lockpicks or stuff, or just like to conserve them, turn the thing really like the lock itself really slowly. It helps. It's funny that you can get like 50 gold, but you can't take their armor. I think that's kind of silly. He sounded so offended. Ugh. This chest is master lock. Oh, expert. This one can be kind of hard, but totally worth the payout. God. Sorry, I just watched the bowling dynamite.